The Pointing Dog Social Club is a celebration of good dogs, good people, and the great outdoors. We meet every week on the Courthouse Square of lovely Pointing Dog, Tennessee. We now join a meeting in progress with your host, Dr. John White.
Bonzahatchee.
Thank you. Welcome to another meeting of the Pointing Dog Social Club. And have we got a fantastic guest for you tonight. He's an old buddy of mine, a guitar player who plays with some of the biggest names on the Nashville music scene, on stage and in the studio. But beyond that, he's just one of the finest guys I know, and he's got a great story. So without further ado, my old pal David DeLoach.
Thank you, John. I really appreciate you having me on the show.
Well, you know I'm a big fan.
Well, I knew you were big.
Look here, I want you to know I got Marie Osmond on speed dial, and I'm really watching my portion. But anyhow, David, I was reading a story about you in the Huffington Post of all places, and I want our club members to hear about this. It was telling how you loved music all your life, and you'd been in a rock band while you were a student at the University of North Texas, but then you got married, got a day job, put the guitar aside for several years.
I got to tell you another story, how I got a little more serious about playing guitar, because like I told you, really from 82 to 90, I didn't play, I hardly touched the guitar. I did a little bit with a recruiting band when I was at Lipscomb, and that's how I met your brother, Jackie Jack. What a character, man. But it was July 7th, I think, of 2005. I think that was when it happened that I was in a doctor's office with my daughter. She was getting a checkup, and then all of a sudden, I felt really, really strange, man. My chest got tight. I had trouble breathing. I felt like my body was going stiff, and like from my feet growing up to my legs and then my torso just coming up, it felt like my body was filling up with poison and arthritis and bee stings. And I thought, man, I've never died before, but I'm pretty sure this is it. I thought, I'm putting on the jetpack and here I go. I wasn't upset. I just thought, man, I'm done. And this nurse looked at me and said, "Sir, are you all right?" And I said, "No, I'm not." And my wife, Tina, who was there, said I turned totally gray. My eyes rolled up my head and I collapsed, fell on the floor. She thought I'd died. And I felt absolutely horrible. And so I'm laying on the floor and I didn't die. I came to a few minutes later, and there's a couple doctors and EMTs working on me. And I said, "What happened?" And they said, "We're taking you to the hospital." And right before I passed out, I felt absolutely horrible. When I woke up, I felt glorious, like I'd been laying in a mountain stream with water running from the top of my head down to my feet, and I felt cleansed and clear and purified. I felt drunk. There was no way I could have stood up. And they threw me in the ambulance, took me to the hospital for a few days, and I couldn't stand up. My legs were twitching. They did every test in the book on me, and they said, "You didn't have a heart attack. You're fit as a fiddle. We don't know what happened to you." Now, personally, I think that, sometimes on a computer, you got to reboot it when you load new software on it. I think God was just rebooting me, loading some new software. But what happened during that time, between passing out and coming to, I had these incredible dreams, but I couldn't remember them. And I just kept asking God for months, maybe 6, 7 months. I said, "God, I really want to know, what were those incredible dreams I can't remember that happened during that transition from feeling like I was dying to waking up and just feeling glorious? What are those incredible dreams I can't remember?" And it was about 7 months later, I was walking one night in the dark down the street. I said, "God, listen, I just got to know. You got to tell me, you got to show me, what were those incredible dreams that I can't remember?" And instantly, bam, I realized what they were. The incredible dreams that I couldn't remember were the incredible dreams I couldn't remember. They were the dreams I'd had as a teenager and as a young man of being a musician. And I knew right away that those dreams that I'd forgotten were the dreams that were going to bring me back to life.
And ever since then, a lot of opportunities has come your way.
Some of these gigs I got, playing with the symphony or playing for the president at the inauguration while he's doing his first dance with his wife. Just things that I think, what in the heck? How did I wind up doing that? And of all the musicians around here, how did I get tapped on the shoulder for that? And I really think, John, that when you know who you are and what you're here for, it does something to open doors for you that no amount of schmoozing and effort and networking can do.
Well, one bunch you play with is the great Megan Shanley Band. So let's let our members hear how good you can play that guitar. Ladies and gentlemen, David DeLoach and the Megan Shanley Band.
Yeah, we're gonna let Dave show off a little bit for you.
Oh, that's outstanding. That's really good, David. You know, what I like about David is he plays.